We are absolutely back with another Roll for Video Game, the series where I let dice decide how I spend my free time. Let's play. As always, we roll for system. 1. Xbox Series. Next, we roll for genre. 12. Real-time strategy or tactics. Now we roll for the score of the game. 4. B-tiered game. And finally, we can roll for video game. 2. This week we played One Step from Eden. Woo, baby! This game was an absolute banger, and this is why I started my Roll for Video Game series, to open my doors to all sorts of games that I would have never discovered on my own. Okay, let's dive right in. This game was released in 2020 and was developed by one single person. His name is Thomas Mooncake. This is a real-time action roguelike game that has a deck-building card battler mechanic married to a Mega Man Battle Network style fighting system. The loop of the game has you choose a character and a starting deck, and then you traverse through different biomes to reach the final boss. In each biome, there are branching paths for you to choose from to see which encounters you want to do. There are battles, mini-bosses, treasures, shops, events, and all of this is very Slay the Spire-like. The way the battle system works is you reside in a 4x4 grid where you can move one square at a time and the enemy is in front of you in its own 4x4 square grid. You have cards in your deck that are actually your spells that you cast in real time against that enemy. There are dozens of different cards and all of them have unique effects, attack patterns, and mana cost. After each battle, you have a reward screen where you can choose if you want to grab one of 3 different cards to add to your deck and start building your synergies. Discovering synergies and breaking the game by building the perfect deck feels so good, and that type of complexity keeps wanting you more, and you never get tired of saying just one more run. One Step from Eden is a brutally hard game though. Building the perfect deck and building really good synergies can be hard on its own, but the movement, hitting the enemies with your own spells and evading their attacks is a totally different ballgame. This is especially true during the first few runs, and I think this is where most players will get discouraged playing this game. But with enough practice, you can learn the enemy attack patterns and you can nail down your movement, and then the game will really open its gates to you and you can see how deep its systems run. There is a huge amount of replayability here with a lot of different characters, a lot of different synergies for you to discover, a lot of different starting decks, achievements, and there's also an ascension system, just like Slay the Spire in this game, so you can play hundreds of runs and still not get enough. We have definitely rolled a banger, and I just love roguelikes in general. I mean, those are my definitely favorite types of games, but they're really popular now. So there's dozens and dozens and dozens of games that come out in the roguelike genre every single year. So discovering them all can be really difficult. With that, I give One Step from Eden my Buenale Games rating of 9.1 out of 10. I really hope you check this one out and you enjoy it just as much as I do. Gracias y adiós.